Sean, what would you pitch for a Venom movie? I think the problem with the current Venom franchise is that you're taking a character that is supposed to be related to Spider-Man and you're doing his own thing. And so you're losing the thing that's most interesting. So if I were to do a Venom project, I would find a way to incorporate it in with Tom Holland. And if I were to head in this direction, I think I would probably try and make it a multi-film arc that ties into several other things. If we're trying to do something new and different with Tom Holland, that's not just rehashing what was done in Amazing Spider-Man and the Raimi trilogy, but we want to bring it into New York City and touch on some of those same plot lines that were in those films, but in a new and different way. How do you kind of do that? What are some of the new ingredients that are on the table that people would be interested in seeing? Well, you kind of tell this multi-story arc where maybe in movie 1, Miles Morales is kind of introduced, and the teaser at the end of it is symbiote kind of comes over. Miles maybe gets his powers at the end of this movie, but he's not, like, it's not Miles Morales the movie, it's Spider-Man. Maybe a little something's teased in there. So we get to a second movie, symbiote comes over, and Peter Parker is losing his mind, symbiote. Peter Parker becomes the villain of a Spider-Man movie. And maybe the solution is Tom Hardy and Miles have to team up to stop him or something like that. I think that's where you start finding what's a new story that's interesting and different. Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, Venom fighting another variant of the symbiote. Variant, I guess, has a different meaning in this context, but a different one of Venom's kind or one of Venom's kids or whatever that is, that, you know, Toxin or whoever was teased at the end. Like another one that's just like him but evil isn't very interesting. So how do you find a new story to kind of tell in there that makes it more complicated? Normally in those Spider-Man versus Venom, Spider-Man versus Spider-Man movies, they normally bring in like a third villain that maybe that's some other element to it, that so by the end of it, Peter Parker is back pure of heart, teams up with Miles as well as Eddie Brock Venom to battle some invading symbiote army or something like that. And so a good bit of the movie is Peter Parker's our villain, and because of what he's doing, he opens the door, the gateway for a bunch of symbiotes or something that are the super symbiotes. I'm not an expert on symbiote in the comics. My son has watched several videos on who are the most powerful symbiotes, so maybe I need to rewatch one of those and then make a more proper pitch here. But as you move into the final section of the film, you get Peter Parker with Eddie Brock, you get Spider-Man and Venom and their back and banter of all of them together, but in the end, our Venom and two Spider-Men must battle against whatever that main villain is that was summoned because of evil Peter Parker or whatever, how that plays out or something like that. That's where my mind gravitates towards. That's what I have in mind.
Most of these clips are pulled from my weekly Patreon live stream. Join at any level and you can join the chat and ask all the questions you want. That's for as little as $2 per month. For $5 per month, you can get your name on my end card. For $25 per month, you can have a monthly video chat with me. Link is in the description for more details, and keep talking movies and TV too much.